Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So let's talk about the different structures that are here at the moment in the focus on the Solana chart. Solana is still sort of ranging. We haven't managed to see, or we haven't yet seen a breakout above the yellow trend line. I wanted to say the bulls haven't managed to break out yet to send the price higher. According to the yellow wave structure, it would require a break above the trend line to indicate that a low has formed here in this fourth wave, in this internal fourth wave. The support levels haven't changed since yesterday's update, but the price has not managed to build enough upside momentum to really drive the price higher. So let's talk about these two structures that I'm observing, that I'm watching here on this chart. In the in the first scenario, we have the yellow wave count here, which is the more aggressive bullish scenario, this roadmap that could send the price higher more directly. In this scenario, we have an initial rally in wave 1, we have a pullback in wave 2, and the third wave rally should send the price to $236. So we have a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, and the third wave to the 1.38 extension, $236 or higher. So that's really what I'd like to see in this yellow count. Important really to keep this wave count alive are a few things. So first of all, the milestone target, you could say, is around about $236. We'd like to see the price get there, because this is this is the first ideal target for a third wave, really. And important to recognize that in the subwaves, we're likely dealing with an impulse. So in the yellow count at least. Okay, so to keep this scenario alive, we want the price to hold above the 50% retracement of the last rally. That's $152.50. Any break below it wouldn't invalidate the structure technically, but it would be a little bit too deep for a wave 4. So any break below $152.50 would indicate that maybe something different is playing out. We would then have to explore what exactly that could be. It would be possible, for example, that we're dealing with a larger diagonal pattern instead. That is always what we can observe and, well, what we can explore, I should rather say. If an impulse fails, it can always turn into some kind of a diagonal pattern. These are typically difficult structures to navigate, and they are also difficult to trade. But it would be what I'm going to watch for, probably if we break below 152.50 and this impulse isn't going to play out. It could still play out as a diagonal. In that case, then we have a wave 1, we have a wave 2, and this would be an A wave up. This would be a B wave down, which could go a little lower, and then we would, however, watch for signals that a C wave rally starts from maybe a little bit lower, but it's not going to be easy to navigate. And it would essentially still take a break above the yellow line to suggest that a low of sorts has formed. When we're then dealing with the white, or when we're observing the white wave count here, you can see that this is the orange support zone here, the lower support zone. In this scenario, yes, a wave 1 topped here, but because the rally from that low that formed in August, so A wave down, the rally from that 16th of August low is only a 3-wave rally. Instead of an A wave in a diagonal, it could also just be a B wave rally. And we are breaking down again and will test the lower support region. At least this is something to consider. In simple words, it means that if we break below the upper support area at 152.50, it would increase the risk. It would increase the risk that we're testing the lower support region, wave 2 support, between $119 and $140. It won't be confirmed because we could still be dealing with a diagonal pattern, but the risk would increase that we're testing that lower support area. So if the price comes down and we break below the immediate support for an upside impulse, then we can watch first if it's a diagonal, but it will also increase the risk for this. Basically, we rule out one scenario, which will be the impulse. We bring on the diagonal pattern, but at the same time, this support zone will remain relevant as it does now, because it is, the white count is to be considered. $119 is key support. So for any bullish scenario, whether we're dealing with an impulse a reset of the larger wave 2. Really, whatever the price is doing, it shouldn't break below $119 anymore, because if it does, then we really might be dealing with a structure in which that larger wave 4 never bottomed. Okay, it's never bottomed on the 5th of August. That wave 4 is still unfolding. But overall, yeah, at the moment, not yet any convincing bottoming signals. There's only 3 waves up from the 16th of August low. The trend line isn't broken. So what do we need to watch for then for initial signals that a low has formed? And there are none at the moment. So be very much on the side of caution here yet. There's already a deep pullback. I would say the risk for a break of support is quite high. I want to see a break above the trend line. I mean, you could say the last swing high at 159.80, but really it takes a convincing break above that trend line, that yellow trend line that we're watching there. Really, that would be a good signal that things are going in line with the yellow wave count. So like a sustained breakout in an impulse, that's always very, very helpful to determine direction. That's the update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.